Hello and welcome back to the studio. If you're new here, my name is Katrina Crouch. I'm an artist and educator who's passionate about teaching the why behind the how. So not just step-by-step cookie cutter tutorials, but I really want to equip you so that you're able to create art on your own. In today's video, we're going to go over some of my most frequently asked questions recently. So things from wax seals, oil pastels, drawing, and watercolor. We're going to talk about them today. None of them, except maybe one, is quite beefy enough to make a full video on. So I thought this might be a good opportunity to share a number of different things, some things that you might already have as a question and some things you might not have thought about, but the answer would still be helpful. First up, why are there no more wax seal videos? There are still wax seal videos, but we've moved them. So I have a new channel now called Wax Seal Garden, and I'll have it linked down below and written out here. When I was doing weddings, it made sense that everything should be together because I was talking about printing for weddings and artwork for weddings, and now I'm not doing weddings. And I haven't been doing weddings for a long time, so it just feels very separate, very different. So I've separated that out. It has its own channel, and if you're interested in wax seal things, go ahead and give that channel a follow and check out those videos there. Next question is, how are you sealing your oil pastel pieces? And the truth is that I have not yet. I do have a sealant somewhere buried in this kit. Oh, it's probably in that drawer. It is. I do have a sealant that I am planning to try, but I haven't tried it yet. Now that it's warmer out, I'll probably try it soon because I don't like to spray things like this indoors. So we'll give that a shot. Until then, I have been using a tracing paper or a parchment paper or wax paper and just covering my pieces with it and taping it on one end. And that has kept everything nice and protected. It is working really well right now, at least until I can test out this fixative. Oh, one of the reasons that I have all these pieces out is that I have launched my first oil pastel collection. It is a petite collection, but I am so excited to make these available to you. And you'd like it on sale, go ahead and head there. But if you missed the sale, go ahead and sign up for my newsletter. I promise it's not spammy. I loathe spam and am the queen of unsubscribing from things. And so I try to really respect your privacy there. But I do send most of my sales to my subscribers, and I often forget to post them on YouTube. So if you want to know about a sale, you'll want to subscribe there. Speaking of oil pastels, I've been using a lot of Sennelier and Neo Pastel, which are two rather expensive brands, and honestly, it is still humbling how expensive they are. And so I've had a few questions. Am I going to be reviewing any more affordable brands soon? And little quick sneaky peeky, I may be working on something to share with you soon. So I am excited. I do like this brand so far, and I have another one that I'm testing out. So something more affordable that I can recommend to you will be coming soon. I want to see which one I recommend more. And if you have a brand that you like, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm very picky. I really want the softness of Sennelier. Like, I'm not really planning to go the Neo Pastel art where they're a little more firm. I like the softness. So I'm excited to see how these work out. I'll have to do some light fast tests in the future probably, because I do want to make sure that all of my artwork is quality, especially if I'm sending it to a client. But until then, I'm just enjoying the experiment of trying out different brands. Also along the oil pastel line, why do you wear gloves? And is there anything special about these gloves? Do I need gloves? Oil pastels are really messy. And I have a toddler that I'm constantly picking up. He doesn't nap super well, and so I often have to soothe him and put him back down. And just when my kids come, I want to be able to drop everything and go. Unfortunately, oil pastels are really messy, and they take a lot to wash them out because they're resistant to water, being oil-based. So I was using a ton of soap and really scrubbing, and still my hands were dirty when I'd go to pick up my baby, which I don't want. And while not all of the colors are dangerous, some of them are marked with a hazard symbol. So I was also cognitive of that. Not so much for me, again, but because of my baby. So I saw another artist using them. I'll try to leave her handle somewhere. But I happened to see that she was using using gloves in her thumbnail. So I thought I would try it, and I actually love it. There's nothing special about them. I think they're medical nitrate examination gloves. That's been really great and helpful. There's nothing really special about them, but it's been nice to keep my hands clean. They don't breathe. So I apparently have sweaty hands. I don't know. But yeah, you do have to wash your hands because sometimes they do stink afterwards. But it works out well, and I'm really happy with it, and it was affordable. All right, one question that's been popping up a lot is regarding tracing, and why is it important to learn to draw from scratch rather than working on tracing. Now, I do not fall under the category of being an art purist. If you are in the fine art world very long at all, it's not hard to find art snobs, for lack of a better term. And honestly, in some areas, I am totally one of them. There are just certain things that we tend to be more purists about that might not necessarily matter. So one good example is like the use of black. I don't generally use black. However, I think it's a great tool. So while I think it's very important that you can mix your own black or mix those deeper values using other colors, black is a tool. And if you want to use it, go ahead and use it. Similarly, tracing can be a helpful tool. I think it's overused, especially if you're just starting off with drawing and you really want to improve in that sense. I really think it's important to be a little bit more purist and stay away from tracing, even if things are difficult for you. It can be a tool, especially if you are a professional and you're trying to cut down on certain hours, like tracing your initial map of everything is so much faster, so much easier, right? But with tracing, you tend to get kind of stiff and you can lose some of those finer details, and then you're not growing, you're not learning, you're depending so much on this tracing skill that if you don't have the ability to do that, then you're unable to perform. And that is concerning, at least to me. Like, I want to be able to, wherever I am, be able to pick up a pencil and paper and be able to draw something. And there's just something that happens when you're just more involved with the process. For some reason, it just connects with our mind a little bit better, where if you're doing it freehand, you're doing the work, you're making those connections, you're implementing your own style automatically. If you're tracing, again, it's a tool. I'm not anti-tracing, but for my students who really want to learn how to draw and who want to get good, put away the tracing paper for a while. So again, tracing is a tool. I think it's an often abused tool, but it's totally fine. So you're not going to art jail if you use tracing, especially, even if you use it a lot, it's going to be okay. And if you're one of these people who is ready to take your art more seriously and you want some help learning to draw freehand, please check out my botanical drawing course. In this course, we start at the very beginning, but we progress quickly and get more advanced. So this is my most basic how to draw. In all of my other courses, from shading to composition to architecture, all build on this course. And again, we start at the very beginning. We're going through my exact process of how I draw everything, how I learn to draw, techniques, tricks, and even kind of the philosophy behind some of these drawing techniques. So I hope that you will check that out if you're interested in taking your drawing to the next level. All right, last and possibly the most hated question comes from my video about creating your own watercolor palette and just my step-by-step process. I had a lot of people up in arms because I placed ultramarine blue, which is a blue with a little bit of red in it, more of like a red lean. I called that a cool color, and I called my turquoise color a warm color. Color is so relative. I don't have a ton of formal education in color. It comes super naturally to me. It's just very intuitive. And so I don't necessarily know all of the terms. So maybe I'm wrong on that one. I would like to argue that I'm correct. But in an attempt to back myself up, I did ask my husband the question I'm about to ask you, and he had the audacity to take the other side of what I take. All right, so here is the question that I think will determine how you think of things. Is purple or violet a warm color or a cool color? And like, I know that there's variations in it, but just if you were like, your first gut instinct, is purple or violet warm or cool? For me, overall, purple is cool. I think of purple as a cool tone color. So on here, this is very similar to kind of what I learned and how I think of colors. So like, this is a very true blue to me. This is purple, and to me, purple violet is cool. Green for me can kind of go either way. So if I'm like, okay, purple is cool tone, if I have a blue that has some red in it, which means it's purple, to me, that's a cool tone color. Apparently not in the art academia world, which is fine. I don't care. It doesn't change how I use it. It just might change how I talk about it. I don't know. That's just kind of how I think about it. I feel like green can kind of go either way. Purple to me is cool. Like, yes, there are warm purples. It is what it is. If you disagree, feel free to come at me in the comment section down below, but I probably won't change my mind. All right, this was fun to just kind of sit and chat and talk about random things. If you'd be interested in seeing more videos like this, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you have a question that you would like to have answered in a future video, whether it's a color theory debate, sharing about your favorite oil pastels, or even why you love to use wax seals, I'd love to hear it in the comment section down below. I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. And until next time, happy drawing, painting, stamping. I don't know. I'm happy drawing. Hello. But it's working really well.